Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish-kristyn. Today, we are going to have ourselves a little WIP and Chatty rant. What is WIP and Chatty rant? You may be asking yourself. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress, and a chatty rant is me chatting and ranting about the goings-on in my life over the past week or so. Today, we are going to be working on The Last Supper. This is an old master's kit from Jaded Gem Shop. I am at the 25% mark. Yes, this little purple line signifies 25%. Got a few drills that are not quite in there all the way. I had it all crumpled on its side for a little bit. But yes, I have 3 disciples done, working on number 4. And it's going okay. There's a few spots. Okay, hang on. Let me move all my junk that you can see. It looks better in camera. There's a few spots that have some pink, and I'm just trying to trust the process, but they kind of worry me a little. But again, step back, you don't see the little pink squares, so I'm sure it's fine. Just, for the price and the size, I want this kit to be amazing. What else am I using? I am using my Ocean Alien Putty. I am trying to give it a second chance because when I first used it, I thought it was a little soft. I still think it's softer than the Galactic, but on the Meowa Make Your Own Wall Art Alien Putty Facebook page, it shows that Ocean is firmer than Galactic. At least my 2 putties, I don't agree with that. That's just me. Don't come for me. I am using a pen from Jim's Handmade Pens on Etsy. All the stuff will be in the box below. And then I got my 3 Yellow Dog Designs trays. This one is the extra large, I believe. This is the large, and this is, I don't remember what this one was called, but obviously it's smaller and narrower, and it's supposed to be like a color shift, and it definitely looks more green on camera than it is. I did get the pouring spout protection guide on all 3, as well as the stoppers, but I don't really use the stoppers because I'm lazy. But I will say, the stoppers slide out of all 3. It doesn't matter what I do, which is fine because I don't use the stoppers. This one was a custom color choice. I got the pink and the turquoise, and I did get this little line thingamajigger at the bottom of it. I guess it helps. I don't really know. I never tried the washi tape at the bottom of the tray trick, so I don't know. I think it's supposed to mimic that. But all in all, very high quality, nice. I mean, obviously that's supposed to come off. So yeah, those are right there. And then I did just get something, but I am using my modified Pro Case 65 tray that I added all these extra holes in, and nothing has torn, nothing has ripped. So that's good. Can't turn it upside down, but there's a piece of cardboard on the bottom, so all these don't fall out. And today, the UPS man just lovingly brought me my Bella Art Dana Cole diamonds, whatever you want to call them, my fairy dust drills. I did, I'm not a good judge at when it says a size of something, how many that actually is. I got the pack that has I think it's 60 colors. So just show you a few. It's actually really, well, this one you can kind of see the shimmer a little better. But some of these are definitely more of a fainter fairy dust coloring. Some of them I can barely see, which, they are supposed to be a milder enhancement. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. I was thinking of maybe swapping some in here in some of the disciples' outfits, their clothes and whatnot, but I've already gotten this far and I haven't done it. So I think I'm going to pass on that. And then it did come with a little free gift tray, but I wanted to try these and I won't try them today. But these are their 3D printed multi-placers. Oh, I don't know if you can see a thickness version compared to that, but it is thinner than this metal multi-placer and I got on AliExpress. So I will try. I did just try to shove this in a few different pens and it was a little loose, but that's what washi tape is for. Would rather it be too loose than too tight, because I don't really want to grind down my pens to make them fit. So there is that. Let me reconfigure and we will get started. We are back. Let me pick a color and we will get a section of this done. I just realized I did not do another row of my fun release paper, so we'll be doing that later. What color am I going to use? Oh, I have it turned on its side, so that's not gonna make things confusing at all. Okay, let's do music note. I hope everybody is well, and if you aren't, I hope things get better very, very, very soon. Okay, that is just gonna be slipping all over the place. I did put my weight down on the canvas. Go me. So diamond painting updates. I did finish SpongeBob, yay! And I finished the mini dazzles. I have not filmed a kit down video for those two yet. I think I'm just gonna combine them in the same video because the mini dazzles they're small and yeah. But I am going to probably have to make up some bags for the fairy dusts. And I was kind of hoping that the Bella fairy dust drills came in the bigger bags like the DP with sparklers do. So then I could just use those potential bags as fairy dust drill bags, but those are not quite big enough. Oh, not sure when that's going to happen. That's not high on the old priority list at the moment. So we finished those. I have not ordered anything this week. Shocking. Okay, get a little extra bit of putty on my single placer. I got my trays. I got my fairy dust drills. What else? What else? What else? I got my Erin's Diamond Addiction last week. And that video was up on Monday. That was a nice 2-hour long saga. The static wasn't actually that bad. It's just when you have static in every single bag and it comes with a gajillion bags, it takes longer. So yeah, but that has been unboxed, it's been kitted up, and I've actually done a whole row of it, and it is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I do think it is Evermoment, so if you like Evermoment, quality, materials, etc., then I think you would be happy with a canvas from Erin's Diamond Addiction, and they are having a anniversary sale. I am not sure when it expires, when the sale is over, but I will put a 15% off discount code in the description box. So if it is still going on, you can use that code. I'm not affiliated with Erin's Diamond Addiction. I saw a post showing off their canvas, and since I am trying to be better about finding small businesses and supporting small businesses, I wanted to try. And so far, I am very, very pleased. And the canvas is just giving me life with the happy colors. Oh my gosh. This one actually isn't as draining as I thought it would. I was worried with all the browns, it would just kind of be like, oh, you know, it's just very, very muted and understated. But there is enough little bursts of color, and the fairy dust, or the whatever they call them. I keep saying fairy dust, but every company calls it something different. But whatever the fairy dust equivalent is in this canvas, it's a nice little happy surprise when I get to one of those. And especially this section I just did with the blues and the teals, that was fun. So quality is good on the Errands. The colors is good. So far the rendering looks good. I will keep you guys updated. Maybe we will work on that one next week. I figured I would work on this one this week, since last week I worked on something different. Not that a lot of people watch what I'm doing anyways, but still. And anything else? I don't think there was any other diamond painting-ish things that I can think of. I did have my 1-year YouTube anniversary yesterday. That was as exciting as a Monday can be, right? But I was very, very, very thankful and grateful for all the sweet notes and messages and comments and stuff. I would not be doing this if you know, people didn't want to watch, right? I mean, granted, I could just sit here and talk to myself, but it makes it more enjoyable when I feel like I'm, you know, sitting down across from a friend and we're both working on a crafting project, just talking and sharing the life as we do. I'm trying to like peer around. I just realized I did not put my lights out, which, you know, hit or miss. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. I always miss symbols when I'm talking and doing this, so it's fine. And because of my 1-year anniversary, I am going to do a little giveaway later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. Oh, let's see, I got my Pippy stickers for the next sticker launch. I am aiming for, oh, that is, do I really think I need that many diamonds? No. I'm aiming for August-ish time. Oh, okay, whoa. Maybe I should have put the stopper in. Yeesh, that was way too many diamonds at once. Holy moly. Okay. Yikes. August is my time frame, I'm thinking, for the next sticker launch. And I may have another little surprise launch as well. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Okay, where is that? I think for diamond painting, that's kind of, yeah, I think that's kind of it. My husband had his birthday this weekend, and he's not one to want attention, so he decided he was going to go up in the woods with his dad. They go hunting in November, and so they have a pass to this like certain area of land. So they were going to go up there and kind of scout out maybe where they want to hunt this year. So that got him out of the house, which is always good. And then I decided while he was gone that we were going to make a banana cream pie because that's his favorite dessert. And the Costco one that I got for Father's Day was a giant fail. So I figured, you know, how I've made it before, you know, so I figured I'll make a banana cream pie and, you know, that will redeem the banana cream pie from Father's Day. Spoiler alert, I just continued to fail in the dessert forum. I think my first problem, I did actually buy 2 boxes of pudding, which was smart because I screwed one up. But, you know, we don't really drink milk because lactose intolerance and all those things. So I was making the banana cream pie pudding with almond milk, and I kind of didn't really think about that. So I just was following the directions, and then after I dumped the 2 cups of milk into the pudding mix, and I read the directions, and it said, if you're using non-dairy milk, go to like jello.com. I was like, oh crap. So I went to jello.com, and it says to use 1 cup of non-dairy milk. I was like, oh, that's a big difference. But I was like, well, it'll be fine. So I got my little hand mixer out, and I was whipping, like I was mixing the you-know-what out of that pudding. Because I thought, you know, get more air in it, floof it, as, you know, one does. You floof it. No. I whipped that for probably over 5 minutes, and it still was very runny. So I thought, well, put it in the fridge, right? Fridge makes everything, you know, kind of harden and solidify. No, it still looked like melted ice cream. I was like, crap. So I got the second box of pudding, and I put in 1 cup of almond milk, and it was really thick, like almost too thick. So I thought, that's probably not what they want. So I added a little more milk, and then it was runny again. And I'm like, well, crap. So I was like, well, maybe if I mix some of the 2 puddings together, you know, in like a Frankenstein kind of situation, you know, maybe it'll work. So I mixed 2 of the puddings together because one was banana and one was vanilla. I screwed up there. Again, I keep screwing up. And then I mixed some of the Cool Whip because it said, you know, you got to mix. That's way too many diamonds, isn't it? No. You got to mix it with Cool Whip. I was like, okay. So I gently folded in the Cool Whip. Gently. I was gentle. I did not whip it. I used a spoon, and I was very gentle and loving with that Cool Whip. And it still looked like melted ice cream. I got the little pre-made pie tin and put down some bananas, put down some vanilla wafers, put in some pudding, and it was liquidy. Oh, it was liquidy. And I couldn't find a space in the freezer because I was thinking maybe if I put it in the freezer, it will, I don't know, harden up. So I found a spot in the fridge, and I was like, you know, say a prayer to the pie gods that it, you know, congeals. It did not, unfortunately. Oops, I just put one over there. Not that anyone would notice that one was off. Yeah, so that was kind of a fail. It was a fail. But as I was doing this, I decided that I was going to put in a conditioning treatment in my hair because I have all this, you know, conditioning type stuff that I, you know, you buy stuff and you forget about it. I was like, well, this is the perfect time. I got time. I can deep condition my hair and make a pie and all that jazz. Well, I had to find a level, you know, big enough spot in the fridge to put the pie in, which should be easy. But it was not. So I decided I was going to clean out the fridge. Yeah, no, that was a if you give a mouse a cookie scenario right there. I started taking things out of the refrigerator, and I'm like, how in the world do we have so much expired food? Like condiments and, salad dressings and all that jazz. How? I mean, I'm not the best with domestic chores and whatnot. There's no way that I should have that much expired things in my fridge. So then I was getting a little angry, because then you find things that you thought you lost, which they probably were just, hiding from you, and things you find that, people promised they would eat. They didn't. So I had already filled up the garbage can, and I was like, well, that's, yeah, because then I was in the mood. I was all pissy, and so I just started going through all the cabinets, and I found a lot of expired stuff. So, I'm just muttering and grr, 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 all that stuff. So, kids were staying away from me for good reason. But I kind of noticed, because I had put a lot of this conditioning mask in my hair, probably too much. And it kept kind of dripping on my forehead. And so I kept wiping it, and I'm like, what is all this? And then I was like, oh yeah, I've got basically like a bunch of conditioner in my hair, but I was getting hot and a little sweaty because I was all pissy, and it was an interesting sight. If anyone had knocked on my front door and needed to speak with me, I can't imagine the sight that they would have walked in on. So I I cleaned a lot of cabinets, and then how you have certain cabinets where are just, they annoy you because they're just not laid out right, or you're thinking to yourself, these would be better in a different cabinet, but what cabinet would I put it in? Yeah, I decided to take on the responsibility of that in the middle of already deciding I was going to clean and purge, not clothing, food items and whatnot. It was a mess. It was a mess. I went through the cabinet with like the flour and the sugar and the pancake mix and the pre-made cake box cake boxes, cake box mix, cake box mix. That I can't say that fast. I don't know why. The other canned foods, and the pastas and the rices and the dried beans, and just, oh my gosh, so much stuff. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that I know I purchased and probably forgot about, or we purchased more than one of something and then we realized that we did not in fact like the item. Then I went to the kind of like snack cabinet, snack drawer situation. What is this? I don't know who that is. Los Angeles is calling me. No, thank you. I have had so many spam texts the last 3 days from the political system. Holy mother. That's probably what that is. Yeah, I went through the kids' snack area. No. I am not buying snack foods at Costco ever again for them, because I bring them with me. They promise and plead, all that jazz. Oh my gosh, I love these. I'm going to eat these. So you buy a box of, kids' protein bars, granola bars, this something or other, and then you throw away 20 things of something or other. Like, no. Nope. I am done. Then I did that, and by then I had already filled up the garbage can inside, and I had put a garbage bag in the recycling bin, and I had filled up the recycling bin full of food garbage. I had filled up 2 reusable garbage bags, ew, reusable shopping bags with expired, this and that. So I was salty. Very, very, very salty. I had to stop though, because I realized we hadn't actually thrown away the regular, smelly garbage and stuff, like the cat litter and, things that are like wet food items and stuff. So I figured I should stop before I ran out of space completely in the garbage can, because then my husband would be all like, what the heck's wrong with you? Why did you fill up the garbage can with, expired granola bars, and now we can't throw away, something that actually, smells disgusting. So I had to stop. So then I decided, well, I probably should shower, since all this conditioning mask had been in my hair way too long. And so I felt it kind of running down my neck. I was like, I better shower. I did that. That was glorious. And I got in full hobo clothing. I had my sweatpants on and all that stuff. I figured my husband would maybe stop somewhere and eat with his dad. But I did actually get steak and some other things for his dinner for his birthday, because he said he didn't want to go out to dinner. So, whoa, throw my pen. And so I figured, I'll make dinner. That's fine. I don't want to make dinner, but I will, obviously. So he gets home, and I'm, freshly showered, but hair is not styled. I'm in pajamas, full comfy mode. And I said, oh yeah, did you eat? And he's like, no. And I said, well, that's great, because, I'm making steak for dinner. He's like, ugh. And I said, you don't want steak? He goes, no, I just don't want you to have to cook. And I said, well, I don't ever want to cook, but, it's your birthday, and I love you. And I said, and I made you banana cream pie. I didn't tell him it was, banana cream soup, basically. And he's like, I really want Mexican food. And I'm like, seriously? So then I had to go get dressed. But, it's like, I don't want to cook, but I don't want to get dressed. So which is the lesser of two evils? I mean, obviously it's his birthday, so if he wants to go out for dinner, we'll go out for dinner. But I was just kind of laughing at the situation. Okay, where is the next color? Why can I not find it? I just had a good little laugh, because here I'm like, yep, I'm dressed, or I'm dressed in my pajamas. I'm ready for a night of being comfortable, and then I'm like, ugh, I gotta go get dressed now. Dang. It was fine. We went early enough, so there was really no one else there at the Mexican restaurant, which is perfect. And now that the video has been going on for a while, for the giveaway that I'm going to do, because I don't want to just lead with this information, stupid scammers, I am going to give away a $50 gift card for my 1-year YouTube-iversary to Art and Soul Diamonds. So if you would like to be entered in this meowgical giveaway, leave a comment and include the word chips, CHIPS, in the comment. So if somebody is just randomly scanning, that they can't figure out what the code is if they did not watch the video. So I will close the giveaway on Monday. What? I don't know what Monday is. Hang on, let me look through the calendar. Monday the 22nd at midnight Pacific time. So good luck. Thank you. So we went to Mexican food. And I actually am very picky about my chips and salsa. And their salsa was, I like my salsa a little spicier. Not like, rip your face off spicy, or spicy just to, be spicy and not have any taste to it. But it was okay. I feel like we don't really have a favorite Mexican food restaurant. We used to have one when we lived in our old house. We would go there, once every 2 weeks or so, and they knew us by name. They would, instantly bring, my husband an iced tea. They would bring the kids a little dish of enchilada sauce to dip their chips in. It was like going to Cheers, but a Mexican restaurant. And then when we moved, even though we didn't move that far, it was more of a pain in the butt to go there because you had to fight against traffic and yeah. And then after, the virus, everything just kind of got crappier in general. Not just there, but just I feel like everything got crappier. So yeah, we have not found a magical Mexican restaurant that is just, exactly what everybody wants. So that's sad. But we didn't tell him it was his birthday because he would not have approved of that. Not at all. Oops. I will say this ocean putty, I get more putty, like, ooh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I get more putty overhang, like on my, why is it not focusing? I get more putty squooshing off the side than I do with the Galactic. But it is going better than the last time I tried using it. So it's not bad. It's just softer, I think, than the putty, the Galactic. And so I'm a heavy placer and my putty goes everywhere and it gets all squishy, squashy. So again, nothing wrong with the putty. Just, it's me. It's not the putty's fault. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah. Okay, let me double check to make sure I did not miss talking about anything overly important. Yes, I failed with banana cream pie. I did make the steak the next day. And I didn't overcook it. Whoa, right? I'm not good at cooking steak at all. I don't like my steak, raw. Ooh. So I like my steak well cooked. My husband did try to eat some of the banana cream pie, but he said it was just it's a little too soupy. Once again, banana cream pie has failed us. So maybe third time's the charm. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that, honestly. Come on. Go in there. Yes. Okay. Where am I? What symbol am I even doing? Okay. I did that the other day. I was all of a sudden looked up and I was like, I don't know what symbol I'm doing. And I had put a bunch of them in the wrong spot. They were pretty close in color. I just left them because it was something like down here and it's like the tablecloth. No, I'm good. No one is going to know. And if they do, then they can feel all, smug and satisfied that they saw my mistake. But I don't care enough to pick them off if it's just like a tablecloth. If it would have been something in their faces or something, then then I probably would have worried more about it affecting the overall picture. But tablecloth, I'm good. I am so good. We had to go get my daughter's haircut. We went to this place the last time and they did a good job, although they barely cut any off the last time because she was so panicked about them, I don't know, shaving her bald. So they cut just, like millimeters off of the ends of her hair. Well, if you don't cut the ends and, maintain them, you're just going to get a bunch of split ends. So she had a bunch of split ends and it just didn't look good, I don't need it to look all, ratty. And it was really hard to comb through her hair because it was just so, it gets tangled and all that. So she got a decent amount cut, but still under the shoulders and all that. But they have all these toys and little bits of crap, basically. And you walk in and you basically see that it's like a toy shop in the front area where you have to stand and pay. Yeah. We got the haircut, and then of course it's, oh, can I get this? Can I get this? And then they had those little toys that are, like they're balls, but they're, mystery character. Which character are you gonna get? Yeah. She is a sucker for those. And then they had Care Bear ones. And she's like, well, Mom, you have to get one of these. And I was like, I don't think I actually have to get one of those. There's no rule saying I have to. She's like, yeah, you do. You do. And I'm like, fine, I'll get one. She goes like, well, I'll open it for you. Yeah, I know you will. Luckily, I got one that she didn't want. So she didn't steal it from me yet. So it's on my little shelf with the rest of my little collectible items. I know. And then before that, I had stopped at the drugstore. I needed some like hydrocortisone cream because I used to have some and I don't know where it went, but it's gone. Oh, oops. Did I just put, okay, well, that was the old color. See, I just did it and it's fine. No one will know that I put this off-white where that other off-white was. It's fine. But our, with all these mergers going on, right? Like what was it, Rite Aid and some other drugstores merged, and then a bunch of them closed because they had so many locations open. Well, they closed a bunch of the drugstores around us, so now all we have is the Fred Meyer and the Walmart, and then we have a Walgreens, and the Walgreens is, I don't want to say it's super old, right? Because it's not that it's super old, but it's definitely not full. It's just a lot of empty shelves, not a lot of, choices, a lot of options. But if I didn't find what I was looking for at Walgreens, then I would have to go to Fred Meyer or Walmart, which is a much bigger endeavor and not one that I really want to take on most of the time. I have to be in the mood to go to one of those stores because they are bigger and they are a little more chaotic and a little more stressful. I mean, in Safeway, our Safeway is actually decently sized, so it does have a good variety of, drugstore-ish type stuff, like some of the first aid and all that. I wouldn't say if you're looking for makeup, I wouldn't go to the Safeway, but for, first aid and, Tylenol, cough drops, etc., you could probably get what you need at our Safeway. So I went to the Walgreens, and that was disappointing. My mom used to love to go to Bartell Drugs. It's like a small, locally owned kind of chain here in Washington, and a lot of the ones have closed, including the one closest to us. So Walgreens it was, but it was kind of depressing. And I think I saw 2 employees working there while I was wandering around. I just realized I missed all those over there, but I'm not going to go back right now. I'm trying to look for that. I don't know. I don't see any more. I'm sure there are some, but I don't see them. But I mean, the floor was just like all dirty and scuffed, and the checkout counter was really, really, really scuffed, and just, it almost looked like a kitchen counter that had been worn down over the years. Like, good God. Like, that's our only option is the worn down Walgreens, and doesn't look like an old store from the outside. That's why I was so confused. But you know, when they did that merger, they closed everything. And now they're trying to do the same thing with, it's whoever owns, was it Kroger and, geez, what's the other company? Like the Albertsons type thing. So we have, I mean, we have a lot of grocery stores around us. We're very lucky right now. But if this merger goes through, they want to close or sell a bunch of the grocery stores all around us, including our local Safeway that we go to and get all our prescriptions from. And there's a QFC down the road one way, there's a QFC down the road the other way, and there's another Safeway one way, and there's another Safeway another way. And so the closest grocery stores we would have would be the Trader Joe's, which you can't do all of your grocery shopping at. I mean, I guess maybe you kind of could, but certain things I don't really want to buy at Trader Joe's. They were going to close our Safeway, so yeah, we would have the Trader Joe's, we would have the Fred Meyer, which, and the Walmart. But the Walmart is not a, it's not one of those Walmart super centers where you can buy meat and produce and all that. It has, you know, some canned food, and it has cereal and dry goods and some refrigerated stuff. It's got a ton of beer and wine, thank God, because heaven forbid we don't got an entire aisle of, you know, alcohol. Don't got produce, but we got alcohol. Thanks Walmart. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Just a little, it's a little frustrating sometimes. Yeah, so we would, if they did what they're saying they're going to do, then we would lose a lot of our grocery store options. I don't want to go to Fred Meyer to buy my groceries. Fred Meyer is too big. I don't want to have to wander through toys and electronics and all that other crap to go grocery shopping. I do not understand how the store is laid out. It's just, I'm old. I get confused easily. And because I also take my mom with me to the grocery store, that's a lot more walking for her. And so she's going to be extra, extra tired after an entire trek through Fred Meyer. So, no, thank you, Fred Meyer. Some people love Fred Meyer. They love it. They think it's the best grocery store ever. I don't understand it. So yeah, I'm hoping that is not the case. And they were saying that, no, the stores aren't going to close. They're going to sell them to a different grocery store chain. And it's like, okay, you're basically going to sell the grocery stores to a competitor? I do not understand. Like, I don't understand how this basic monopoly of the grocery stores can even go through. So I'm hoping it doesn't, because it's going to screw with my grocery store time. And, you know, most people don't like to grocery shop in the first place. So let's not make it more stressful. They did that before with some of our grocery stores. They merged Safeway and Albertsons, and then they tried to turn them all into a Hagen or something like that. And that did not work, because the Hagen, they were trying to focus on, you know, natural and organic, and which is fine. But when you're in areas where, you know, some people can't afford to buy only natural and organic stuff, people like to have a variety. So that didn't really work out. And a lot of the stores that turned into Hagen's went back to Safeways or Albertsons, but a lot of them did close permanently. So I'm really hoping that does not happen. I'm hoping the powers that be in the Washington state government don't allow that. I mean, God knows they allow so much random crap. I mean, we get taxed. We get so many taxes. It's so horrible. We get all these extra gas taxes. We've got our property taxes are freaking high. You know, we got 10% sales tax, then we get extra taxes on certain kinds of food, or just, it's like enough, 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 enough. I'm getting taxed out the butt, and yet why is there a giant pothole literally outside my driveway? Oh, because you're in unincorporated King County. It's like, well, thanks, but then why am I still paying a crap ton of taxes if none of my tax money is going to go towards anything that helps me? Thank you. No. Nope, nope, nope. And we have, so I am not, and I'm just going to say this right now, I am not trying to talk about politics or anything like that. I am not a politics person. I personally don't really like many, if any, politicians at all. But we have been watching the news because of the attempt on a life of a presidential candidate. And holy moly, I'm to the point now where I have to stop watching because I'm starting to feel the anxiety creep in. I think the last time I obsessively watched the news was when the virus hit, and I pretty much worried myself into, anxiety hell. But yeah, we've just been watching the news and all this, stuff about that, and I hope people come together in the country, and what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's so much hate and just yuckiness, and the fact that people are out there saying things like, maybe next time they won't miss. I mean, regardless if it's the person who you support, that is not an okay thing to say. I mean, I can't even imagine people who had family that, weren't as lucky as the former president was to hear crap like that. I mean, just no. So, no, thank you. We all need to be decent human beings. So, yep. No, no, no. It just kind of makes my stomach turn when I hear stuff like that. Because, again, regardless of, who you support, who you don't support, if you don't support anybody, I'm just going to vote for Duncan and Sharky for president, honestly, because I think they'll do a great job. Naps and cat treats for all. That's going to be their political slogan. But yeah, just, I don't know. Ugh. It made me feel very icky hearing people say crap like that. It's like, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. No, thank you. That's when I turn the TV off, or I change the YouTube channel to, something that's more like, I don't know, watching somebody, make bowls out of wood and resin. Because nope, I'm done. No, 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 no. I like a good conspiracy theory every once in a while, or, the true crime, but sometimes you just gotta take a little step back and go, I'm just gonna maybe put on some 90s pop music and numb my brain for a little bit. Yeah. Anyone else? So. Okay, where we've got Mr. Question Mark. I am very interested to try out these Bella Art de Nicole multi-placers. They do look thinner, so we will see. And I still am actually just thought of this. Excuse me. I am still waiting on my Christmas canvases that I ordered in May from Call Me Canvas Designs. Yeah, I've emailed 2 times now and I haven't heard anything back. So I I hope everything is okay and everybody's doing well, you know? I mean, you never quite know what is going on behind the scenes. So I try to give people as much grace as possible, you know, because sometimes the poo hits the fan. I have been in stages like that in my life occasionally, so you know, I won't run out of things to work on. That is for sure. And at this point, you know, I can't really work on one of the Christmas canvases for any Christmas in July things anyway, so we will just save them for Christmas time and go from there. So, let's see. I think the oldest thing I found in my cupboard was 2022, which actually is not that bad, honestly. And I don't remember. I think it was a can of pineapple, which I was like, what the heck did I buy a can of pineapple for? Probably a recipe that I went, ooh, that sounds good. I want to make that. And then something happened and that didn't happen. Okay, I can tell my diamonds are they're so crooked right here. It's okay. I will fix them off camera. But I promise you, it won't look this bad when it's done. I promise. I promise. It looks crooked now, but once I can put it on my easel, I'll be like, oh, dear God, lady. You are all over the place. Yeah, I can see that now. I can see it now. It's fine. It's fine. Ugh. I know, we were at, where were we? Oh, just that Safeway. They've started to put school stuff out. I'm like, excuse me? I don't think so. It is July. We are not ready for school yet. So, no, no, no. Not that I would buy my school supplies at Safeway. So you're going to overpay for those there. I think last year, a lot of the stuff I bought on, I bought some of it at Walmart and some of it on Amazon. Because my daughter wanted, you know, cute things, which I can't blame because I also want cute notebooks and pens and pencils. And our Walmart just did not really have any cute notebooks, folders, etc. So we went on Walmart we went on Amazon, and I think I actually Googled cute notebooks or cute folders, and a bunch of stuff came up, and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. But that was like one of my favorite things, is to go back to school shopping for the you know, the crayons and the markers and the folders and the pencils and that kind of stuff. Shh. It's like, what kind of mood am I going to be in? What kind of theme do I want to go with? Do I want to go with, you know, animals, colorful animals? Never really went for like the, you know, darker things, obviously. I mean, they didn't have that many options, really. Now, man, you can get all your stuff personalized, probably. Although some schools do you just pay for pay for a bundle, and then they just give you a packet or a package with all of your school stuff. Our local schools do not do that. But I think it would be, I mean, as a parent, sounds pretty freaking awesome. But as a kid, I would have been horrified because I didn't get to pick out all my stuff. It's like, I don't want a red folder. I want a pink folder. Duh. Or I don't want a black notebook. I want, you know, a teal notebook. So that would have been very frustrating. Okay, where? I just saw right here. Very frustrating, but you know. It's fine. First world problems, right? Here I am debating. Ugh, I couldn't get the notebook I wanted, you know, when, yeah, much bigger problems in the world. But as a kid, you don't think about those things. Your focus is, what color notebook can I get? Let's see. So, again, don't forget to use the word in a sentence. And you have until Monday. What day? I don't remember what day I said it was. Yeah. Monday in, you know, a few days. Midnight Pacific time-ish, you know. I mean, if it's a few minutes late, you know, I will be sleeping, so it's not like I'm going to be up there watching the clock. Because I would love to go to bed at a decent time every single night. I am the only person in my house who wants to do that. I mean, if I was allowed to sleep in, yeah, sure, I'll stay up. Great. But I can't sleep in because, you know, the world happens in the morning. So everybody wants to stay up, and then they get all pissy when you gotta wake them up in the morning. Like, sorry, dude. Sorry, kids. You wanted to stay up late. Now you have to deal with the consequences of having to get up early. Not my fault. Not my fault. Okay, I keep seeing there. I keep seeing one that has like a chunko something on it. So, all right. There's that. All right. Well, I think we are going to call this good for right now. I will try to zoom you out. That's zooming in. Move my notebook. As you can see, we didn't get much done, but that's okay. It is not a race. No one is paying me to finish a certain amount of diamond paintings every month, as awesome as that would be. So that is what we've done. And it will be faster when I am not trying to talk at the same time. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me, for making my 1 year on YouTube fantabulous. I feel truly honored and all that jazz with, you know, everybody's support and all the stuff. I'm not good at the words, so huge, huge, huge awkward hugs to you all. See, that's me awkward hugging you. And I will see you guys again very, very, very soon. Again, big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.